Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be sharing with y'all my process on how I go about practicing piercing the industrial. Should you have any questions along the way, feel free to drop a comment down below and I will do my best to assist you in the best way possible. With that being said, let's get started. For practicing purposes, I will be using a silicone ear, a receiving tube, needles, alcohol pads, the industrial barbell piercing, some corks, and a permanent marker because I'm waiting for my other markers to arrive, and some gloves. So I went ahead and washed my hands and now I'm going to put on my gloves. Now I have to make sure that I clean the ear. So I'm going to go ahead and grab an alcohol pad, open that up, and then wipe the ear down, ensuring that I'm doing a very thorough job, making sure that everything is clean. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab a Sharpie for this video. Unfortunately, my markers have not came in yet to mark my ears. So for this video, I will be using a Sharpie. But as soon as I get my markers, I will definitely go ahead and use those. So I am a beginner. I am learning, but I do know that positioning is very, very important. So here I am just kind of making sure and positioning it and seeing where I want the industrial piercing to be, so that way it doesn't fold or reject if this was on a real human. So now that I know more or less where I want the industrial piercing to be, I'm going to go ahead and just mark it with this marker. If you have any tips on positioning, I will definitely appreciate them. You can leave them in the comments down below. I will be using a 14 gauge needle. I know that 16 gauge is often used as well, but for this video I will be going ahead and going with the 14 gauge. And here is what the 14 gauge needle looks like up close. This is the receiving tube that I will be using for the industrial piercing. I know it may be a little bit big, but since I am a beginner, I feel comfortable going with this size receiving tube. And so what I'm going to go ahead and do here is just align the receiving tube behind the dot that I made, so that way when I pierce the hole through the skin, it doesn't accidentally pierce anything else and it's safe inside the receiving tube. And then I'm just going to go ahead and grab a cork and put that at the end of that needle, just to ensure nothing happens while I'm in the process of making the second hole. I'm going to go ahead and grab another 14 gauge needle, open that up so I can go ahead and repeat the same thing. Then I'm just going to go ahead and move the other piercing to the side a little bit, just so that it gives me enough room to go ahead and make the second piercing. So this time I'm just going to go ahead and place a cork behind it. That way the needle goes directly into the cork, just like we see here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and push the needle a little bit more deeper into the cork, ensuring that doesn't move. Now I'm going to go ahead and just grab my barbell and then push that right on through. So I'm going to grab my barbell, align that with the hole from the needle, and then it should just slide on right through very effortlessly like we see here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing for the second hole, and then it should just slide right on through just like we see here. And then this is what it's looking like. I am a beginner, so this is my second piercing that I have done. So with time, I do plan on learning and improving my skills. I am a beginner, so I'm just bringing y'all along on my piercing journey and showing y'all what I'm doing. Now we just have to twist the ball. Sometimes this part is super easy and then sometimes it's super tough. If you have any tips on the ball, screwing in the ball, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. This is what it ended up looking like. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I do appreciate everyone who's subscribing and ringing that notification bell to join me along my piercing journey. If you have any questions at all, feel free to drop a comment down below and I will do my best to assist you in the best way possible. Everything that I used in this video, I will go ahead and leave in the link in the description box below. I do have TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I would greatly appreciate the support over there as well. Once again, thank you so much for watching and have a great one.